Do I have the floor now, or you still have some announcement to do?
No, no, no.
Rafiah?
You do have the floor, ma. No, you have the
Okay.
floor, ma.
All right. Good evening, everyone. So I'm not going to take much of your time. There's been a lot of question even yesterday, and some of the ones we've seen um in the group. So we just want to quickly address some things. I'm just going to bring up a few slides, and then after the slide, then we can go into you understanding the certification part. Really, this is just to help you, for you to be able to know, okay, how Microsoft certification is done, and what is it going to be like for you in terms of learning and all of that, so that you can prepare very well for your certification. Um, Please let me know when you can see my screen. Rafiah, please, because I'm not going to be able to see, just let me know when you can see my screen, please.
You can see your screen, man.
All
Yes, we
right,
can see your
great.
screen.
All right, thank you. All right. So a little bit of agenda that I'm just going to we're just going to talk about the Microsoft certification and what's the reason for you to get certified, really. Then we're going to look at the Microsoft 365 certification roadmap, and then getting prepared for the Microsoft 365 certification. What benefits at the end of the day do you stand to get? My bad. After the class, after my very first session with you, this is supposed to be the next session that we're supposed to take, really, so that we can prepare your mind ahead of time. But I think we missed out on that. I don't think I need any introduction. This is like an old what they call it slide itself. If you look at it, it's something that I said it walked through on Microsoft 365 certification and the career growth and development. So it's supposed to be a combination of what you're supposed to be dealing with today, but it's fine. I think, like I said, it's not too late. So when you talk about Microsoft certification, there are actually series of programs that assess and validate an individual's skills in various Microsoft technologies. These programs encompass like a wide range of topics. It can include things on cloud computing, data analytics, artificial intelligence, software development, and productivity tools, which is actually what concerns us here in the M365 community. And these topics that I've listed above, I've spoken about just now, is just a few among many. And one of the things you need to have at the back of your mind is that by obtaining this certification, you as an individual can actually showcase your proficiency in implementing Microsoft products and solutions. And what this gives you, it gives you this leverage that you can prove your capability actually to meet demands of modern business environment as it concerns, oh, are you really up to someone we can trust to um, deliver or to work on our network and all of that. So that's what just the certification is all about going to do for you. Like I said, this is a note slide that I did during COVID time, just to get people during the COVID period. But I mean, the statistics may be different now. One of the reasons why we get certified is because like I said, 35% of IT professionals says that they are more influential during cloud deployments than counterparts deployment of other technologies, really. And then you see also 36.9% of IT professionals claim that certification help them perform complex tasks more confidently. Now, the statistics for the first one, these statistics may have changed, like I said, but we know that in an increasingly competitive job market, obtaining a certification can actually set you apart from your peers, really. Microsoft certifications in particular will provide several compelling reasons for organization, for you first as an individual to pursue them, and then for organization also to see the need to say, okay, they want to hire you. So actually it can contribute to both your professional and your personal life. That's one of the things you need to bear at the back of your mind. Now, I'm not going to speak more. So there's been some changes, but I'm not going to speak more on these. I don't think you guys need this. But what I want you to have at the back of your mind is that, let me see, it might actually be necessary for you. Um, okay. So, but let's look at this instead. These are the types of certification when it comes to Microsoft certification. So there are fundamentals and rule-based certifications. So fundamental certifications are actually what we refer to as entry-level certifications. And what do? They provide a foundational understanding of Microsoft technologies. And they are ideal for individuals like you that are just new to the field. Like many of you, let me use the right phrase, like many of you that might be new to the field or looking to validate your basic knowledge of the Microsoft solution. So when we talk about fundamentals certification, a lot of what falls under it is the Azure fundamentals, the Microsoft 365 fundamentals, your AI fundamentals, AI, your PL fundamentals, that is the Power Platform. So just bear that at the back of your mind. But when we talk about role-based certification, they are actually what industry job role specific. That's what you need to bear at the back of your mind. Role-based certification are what industry job role specific. Now, they also try to emphasize on your level, like I said, they try to emphasize on your level of competency or your experience in the job market. And when you're talking about role based, they're actually divided into two. You have the associate and then the what's the experts. Now, the associate certification are for intermediate level. They are what? Sorry, they are intermediate level certifications, and they are intended for professionals with some experience in Microsoft technologies. Um, and they offer deeper insights into the applications and management of Microsoft products. So you have things like one, Azure Administrator Associate, AZ104. For M365, you have Microsoft Certified Security, Microsoft 365 Administrator. You have the for security, you have Microsoft Certified Security Compliance and Identity. All of those are what industry job specific. Then the expert level are actually what the advanced certification, and they are designed for highly experienced professionals who actually wants to do what probably maybe just demonstrate their expertise in specialized area. And most times the experts certification really require that you have a thorough understanding of complex concepts and practical implementation skills. So we are not going to look into that. Like I said, it's none of our business. What our focus will be, maybe a lot of us, many of us on this mentorship program, our focus will be more on the fundamentals, which I'll just show us in a bit. And this is just me trying to say this is how the path should be. So how do you pursue your certification? It is recommended for you to start with the fundamental certification first. Like I said, it's ideal for people just starting in technology or thinking about a career change. Then you move toward the associate certification. Now, the associate certification, it's expected that the person that is going to be doing this certification should have like up to 2 years of comprehensive working experience. This is not cast in stone because I've seen people that, depending on how you also have pushed yourself in the job in the job space or in the technology space. I've seen people that have done this certification even less than 2 years, but with the experience, maybe in the experience that they've had. So ideally, I'm just saying that this is what Microsoft said. It is not me. Ideally, you're supposed to have like 2 years of comprehensive working experience, and you can sit for this exam. And then because because you would have had hands-on experience. But if you are someone that have hands-on experience already, where you're working, why not? And then you are confident that you can do the associate certification, why not go for it? Then the expert certification ideally requires you to have 2 to 5 years of deep technical experience. But like I said, these are not cast in stone. This is just what Microsoft says. But like people have done this certification even less than 2 years into their career. It depends on you. It depends on the exposure you have in terms of practical knowledge. It also depends on your drive and how you have tested yourself and your experience. So this is just for you to know, but ideally, this is what is recommended for you to start in. Some people have also said that they don't need the fundamentals, they go, but I normally recommend that you start with the fundamentals you get. Now, the fundamental certification is, like I said, is recommended, and then this is just me repeating the same thing all over again here of what the Microsoft-based certification is all about in terms of the associates and then the expert. So just be at the back of your mind anytime you're doing, you only have two types of what certification. One, fundamentals, and then role based. Is now the role based that is what divided into associate and expert. And then with that, it takes me now for me to just show you the certification as it pertains to um see please can you mute so that we don't distract the rest of the people. So just allow me, I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm just going to see where I have that I have a poster that I already got ready for you. And just 1 minute, please. I'm actually looking at the time also. So I don't take so much of your time. Okay, I think I'll just do this. Okay. Mm, right. Please, if you have any question, just drop it in the chat window while this is going on, and I'm sure some of us also will be able to help. Let me know again if you can see my screen. Let me just increase this. Okay. All right, please let me know if you can see my screen, please. Is it visible again?
Yes, but it's visible.
Okay. I'm actually looking for the one that is on there's a post. I've seen what I wanted. There's a poster that I'm looking for. Yes. Can you see this? Rather, is he? Hmm? Because I'm enlarging it. Is it visible enough? See? All right. So I don't think I'm getting any response. So I'll just take
Yes,
it
we can
like
see your
yeah.
screen, ma. It's showing. It's showing.
Okay. All right. Great. Don't worry. I just want to. So if you look at it, now this is the certification part. You can see that you have fundamentals certification here. This is all for the tracks in Microsoft that you want to do, that you intend to do. Now you can see that you have certification for infrastructure. You have certification part also for what data and AI. You have for digital app and innovation. You have for modern work, which is what concerns us. So our M365 falls what under modern work. So let me just increase it a bit. Please, can we mute? Can we mute everyone? I did that before because some people are distracting the class, please. So you have the modern work, and then you have the one that is for what business, for business applications, and then you have the one that is for security. I'll tell Rafiah to share this PDF with you so that you guys can look at it at the end of the day. Now, if you look for the fundamentals, this is where you master the basics. Now, for us, for what we are trying to do here, you can see that it is what MX 900. So any fundamental exams that you want to do, you have like, if it is for infrastructure where Azure falls under, you have what AZ 900. If it is for data and AI, you have AI, that is Azure Artificial Intelligence Fundamentals, AI 900, Azure Data Fundamentals, DP 900. Then for modern workplace, you have MS 900. Then if it's for business applications, you have this is Dynamics 365 Fundamentals CRM, which is MB 900, Dynamics 365 Fundamentals ERP, which is MB 920, then Power Platform Fundamentals PL 900, and then if it is for the security, it is what HC 900. So for us that are in M365, we fall under the modern work. So what you would be concerned about, the certification that you will be concerned about, the first one will be what? Your MS 900. Now, when you pass your MS 900, you can now move down, and then you have this rule base. Remember that we said what our rule base is divided into two. It's divided into what the associates and then the expert. So this is the associates certification. It is what endpoint administrator, which is what MD 102, and then administrator expert, which is what MS 102. So these are associate. Now, when you if you this is what your certification part is going to be if you are interested in pursuing the one for M365. Then with that, then you go to the expert level. And then this is the only associate. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. The only associate is MD 102. Then the expert is MS 102. And then you also have this associate here, which is what MS 721. And then this team administrator associate is also what MS 700. Now, this is what is going to be your certification part. But like we said, for many of you that just started, this is what you are looking at, MS 900. I know some of us also said that we want to do what AZ 900. Yes, this is AZ 900. It's still fundamental exam. This is just to showcase your knowledge on a lot of what will be coming out in those certification will be what cloud computing, the concept around the cloud computing, concept around Azure and all of that, pricing and all of that. If it is DP 900, this is more of Azure data. And then fundamentals also, you'll be seeing do concept around cloud computing, but you'll be seeing things like also SQL. That is Microsoft SQL. If you are doing anything on database and all of that, this part actually helps you if you are a data analyst. I have like a slide actually that tells if this is what you want to become, or this is what your career path is looking at, then this is the certification path that you will be considering. The truth is, I was looking for that slide if I can include it here, but I didn't find it. If your desire is that you want to pursue a career or in AI, this is what your certification path will be like. If it's your desire that you want to pursue a career as a data analyst, some of you have come to me on LinkedIn and you've written that, oh, it's data analyst you want to pursue. This is what your career path will be like. You will have to start with a DP 900, PL 300, and all of that. That is what. But if you have, so you said you want to have a data, you want to have a career in as a cloud engineer, or as an engineer or administrator in Azure, this is what is going to be your certification part. So what Microsoft has done, and then you now have some form of special, what they call it, but this does not, I don't want you people to think about it, except you have really grown in your career, then you can be talking about special kind of certification. Is actually, all of this is OEM or industry based and might be required by just organizations. So don't really um don't really I would like to say concentrate on this. If at all there is any going to be any more of concentration, it should be on the fundamental and probably maybe the role base. So that is that for you. If you're looking at a certification part on the part on the security angle, let's bring, so the security angle is what the first one is, what, SC 900. Then when you finish that, you can now do this associates AZ 500. Then you have the cyber security expert exam, which is SC 100. The funny part of it is that all of us we question Microsoft on this, that how can SC 200 be an associate and then SC 100 is actually an expert exam, you get. So you find out that SC 100 is even higher than SC 200 and all of that. So just ensure that if you want to run through your what they call it, your security, if it's a security track, then this is what it is. So for all of you that is on this call with what we are, and then for some of you that have joined us, like I said, your concern will be more on the fundamentals. So this is what you have to bear at the back of your mind. Um, with that said, I will just round up on what are the opportunities you have with these career. With the M365, these are the career opportunities you have. If you do your fundamental, you have the entry level of career opportunities to be an Office 365. You can be an help desk, or you can be an Office 365 administrator. Now, with the intermediate, which is the associate level, you can be an M365 engineer or a Microsoft 365 administrator. Then you can also be a collaboration engineer also. Now, with the expert level, you stand the chance of becoming a senior Microsoft 365 solution specialist, Microsoft 365 enterprise administrator, or a Microsoft 365 SME, that is a subject matter expert or a practice lead. So these are the job level, these are the job or career opportunities, or even the job levels that you have in each of the, as you gain the exam, as you acquire the certification. Um, just bear this at the back of your mind. Remember, we also said that the security aspect is also infused into M365 in a bit. So you can become a security operations specialist even when you finish that. Now, SharePoint is also part of M365. So knowing it, you can also be a Microsoft 365 and a SharePoint consultant. And then depending on how you have grown in your career, you can actually become a modern workplace solution architect. These are job career opportunities, and these are job that you can apply for as you grow. But for the entry level, why not? Um, you can start with the entry level if you are just like a lot of you that are graduates, that are just coming out fresh from school and all of that, or some of you that just want to switch career. These are career opportunities and the job level you can have. At the end of the day, what we'll be mindful about is that what is the benefits really? One, you have better career prospects. Um, when you have training that your competitors don't have, it sets you apart, really, right? Certification also can differentiate you from other professionals in your field, showing that you have a demonstrated, sorry, commitment to understanding and probably excelling in a profession that you have chosen. So you get this advantage, which is actually which is very important right now in today's competitive market. Another thing is that you can grow your knowledge and skills. Professional edge, I've spoken about that. You can establish your professional credibility also by the by having a certification. And when we talk about this professional credibility, one of the things you want to be at the back of your mind is that the certification demonstrates your commitment to superior professionalism, really, in terms of upholding industry standards. You can actually prove yourself to anyone that has employed you and all of that. I know of some organizations that tie promotion to certification. I'll give an example. In my own place of work, the first 3 months you come in as an intern, it is compulsory you have to write an exam if you don't have any certification before coming in. And that's part of what forms the assessments that we take for you in your in your what they call it in your probation, your 6 month probation. So in your 6 month probation, one of the things that will be taken into consideration is that, oh, you've written one exam and all of that, and then how serious in amongst others that can be part of what is used as KPIs for you. So you are proving yourself that you can stand out in the crowd and all of that. It also helps you, like I said, boost your professional credibility and then your prestige within your network also, even within your even your clients. If you are one that goes out to deploy or you are deploying, you have that confidence that you've gone through some form of certification so you can talk. And it also recognize you get recognized, and then a lot of opportunities are unlocked for you. It makes you very relevant. And to be honest, yeah, there is this recognition at the end of the day that certification gives you, and then it makes you relevant because people assume that you have you have the practical experience and you have fully validated it with a certification and all of that. And then salary increase. Yes, that's true. If you have like a good certification, you can get promoted. And to promotions, I believe there are also what salary increase and all of that. Then the competitive advantage. If you like, I used to tell people, if I'm sitting between two people and they have the same in terms of I'm interviewing two people, and in terms of skill set, they have the same skill set, and in terms of me asking them question, they have the same practical. One of the things, the criteria I use in selecting my choice is that, okay, both of you right now, you are both at par in everything in terms of certificate, I mean, in terms of skills, in terms of practical knowledge, in terms of technical knowledge and all of that. But let's look at who has certification amongst them, who have done any form of certification, and that's what we use. So sometimes they give you competitive advantage if you are in an interview session. It is very important. And then I think with that, I have end the session. Like I said, I'm not supposed to. With that, I've end the session, and then I'm gonna stop sharing now, just to take you guys um through the certification part. So if you do not understand, if you have any question based on what I've just said right now, please let us know. Rafiah should have sent you. I think the next thing I'll just quickly share with you. Oh God. I'm actually mindful of time. I don't want to take more of what's his name this time. Um Okay, so I think the only thing that we'll just quickly share with you is that I've seen a lot of you that have started your training. I'm looking at the progress. At least 30 people have started. 15 is in progress. So for the MS lighting, like I said, we've curated some courses for you that you can use for your certification. Once you finish this course, we'll also be sharing some other practice assessment with you. After the practice assessment, we will also send you share with you some YouTube past questions that you can watch. And then we'll have like a time with you on a Saturday, maybe first week in or last week in November or first week in December. We'll have like a Saturday period with you where we will be able to review questions with you in preparation for the certification for the exam. And I think with that's how we end the class. We'll also share the one for this is AZ 900. I think we've also shared the one for AS SC 900. Yes. So Rafael will share all of that with you. And then as I know some people also register for DP 900, we'll also share that as time goes on. So with that, that will be all. Please put your questions. I don't want to delay. Put your questions in the chat window. I'll try as much as possible to answer. So somebody and then so that the other class can be going on, I will